Hello, I'm Attila, the developer of VamporiumMAP. VamporiumMAP is an easy and versatile map generator available on the Unity AssetStore. This map generator operates on base of values and effects, which means that each feature of the map is an effect and most effects work based on values. In this video I will explain how they all work, and for those who feel like programming their own effect or value, I will show the way they can do it in another video. We will begin with the values. You can create a value by right-clicking on the folder you want to create it in and select Create, Vamporium, Map and Values. Or you can use the New button next to a value field, choosing the folder and file name, then hit Save. This way the value will automatically be set as a reference to the proper field. To demonstrate what each value does, I've prepared a map with an effect stack that has a tile model, a material, a vertex color and an elevation effect. For now, the elevation effect is disabled, we won't be needing it for the time being. For our purpose, we will use the vertex colors mode to visualize the values as colors. The other functionalities of the vertex color will be demonstrated once I will talk about effects. So let's begin and create our first value. I select the vertex color effect, which with I'll test the values, and I will use the New button next to the mode field. We'll leave the combined floats for later until you are more familiar with the rest of the values. Scriptable value formulas generates values based on several available formulas. We will try them all out. So we'll begin with the good old purling noise. We all know how this one looks. There is another purling noise with similar results. Simplex noise. And open simplex. A formula named value, this one has a somewhat blocky result. The Voronoi formula, it has a very distinctive pattern. So does the Vorley formula. And there is murmur hash, a formula with a rather funny name that basically generates a random number based on a seed, so it is reproducible each time. We can have as many formulas as we want, but be warned, each formula adds to the map generation's duration. So let's set our formula to purlin and then add one more. Set this to, let's say, simplex and see the result. It's horrible because the merging mode is add and most numbers go over 1. We could set which formula to be more prominent, adjusting their strength. Usually the sum of all formula strength should be around 1 to have a good result with the add merging mode. In addition, you can change the merging mode to see many different results. I'll let you experiment with these. If this effect is used to get elevation, the 0 to 1 range may not be large enough. In this case, we can use the multiplier, and for even more interesting effect, we can remap the values with this curve. The same way each formula's value is individually remappable. There we have some utility buttons which allow us to clear the entire formula set or copy-paste the stack. I've copied the formula stack before beginning the tutorial, so I hit paste. Scriptable value image generates values from the grayscale of an image's pixel color. All I have to do is give it a texture and then I can play with the settings to get the results I'm looking for. Warning: the texture you give to this effect must have read-write enabled. Scriptable value lines generates lines in any angles. I can set up several lines with only one effect by using these little modules where I can set the angle, offset, density and strength of the line sets. The modules can be combined by several merge modes listed here. So I'll create one more line module just to test some of the merging modes. This value generates a random noise using the default C# random class. The seed is inherited from the map component, so the noise is reproducible each time. The noise can also be made stronger or remapped with this multiplier. This is basically a simpler version of using one murmur hash in the formula's value. This value returns the position of a tile in relation with the given limits between 0 and 1. 0 being less or equal with the limits x, and 1 being larger or equal with the limits y. If I hit generate, as we can see, everything is black since all tiles y position is at 0. So to demonstrate this value in action, I will turn on the elevation effect. Now the map is colored. As you can see, if I change the limit, the coloring is applied accordingly. This value combines any number of values with given merge modes in order the modules are given. So what we need to do is set up a module for each value we wish to combine by referencing the value and setting its influence and merging mode. We can also remap the value by checking this box and setting up a curve. Toggling this checkbox, I can enable and disable the respective module. So let's test it out. I'll add the lines value, the tile elevation value, and just for fun the image value. As you can see, all three values are combined in the end result. You can adjust each value's strength, merging mode, and even remapping as you wish. I'll let you experiment with all these settings.